In this video, I have only mentioned places in the contiguous United States, excluding Hawaii and Alaska. Number 9. US Route 163. United States Route 163 goes from Arizona to Utah. It starts in Arizona, rolling through different landscapes like desert and cool rock formation. As you head north, you hit the famous Monument Valley with its tall sandstone buttes. US Route 163 is like a super pretty road in the southwest of the United States. Just drive slow and enjoy the views. Take advantages of the many pullouts. Watch out for tourists both on foot and behind the wheel who may not be paying attention. Some people really enjoy driving on the US Route 163 for the 76 miles from the small Utah town of Bluff to Arizona directly through the Monument Valley. And hey, did you know this famous scene from Forrest Gump? This was also filmed here.
Wow!
It's definitely one of the most scenic drives in the country, comparable to California's Pacific Coast, Florida's Overseas Highway, Hawaii's Henna, Colorado's Trail Ridge Road, and Beartooth Highway in Montana and Wyoming. Number 8. The Kank. If you ever in New Hampshire and you want to see magnificent mountain views, take a ride across the Kank. The Kankmagus Byway is a really pretty road that you can drive on all year. It's part of National Highway Route 112 and goes east to west from Lincoln to Conway. A trip along this national scenic byway is not just about the drive, it is about the journey and the places you stop along the way. A typical drive with multiple stops will take at least half a day. It spans about 13 miles in the White Mountains with lots of spots to stop and enjoy rivers, hike and camping if you like. Number 7. Florida Keys. It's like driving on the one big breeze through lots of small islands. The whole time you will feel like you are floating across the sparkling blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. There are many places where you can stop, get out of your car and enjoy the scenery. Islamorada has some of the great hangouts and fishing. When you reach Marathon Dockside, don't forget to check out Rabies at the 77-mile marker. It's a great spot and there's much more to discover like two beautiful islands, Key Largo and Key West. Actually, Key Largo is a northern island in Florida Keys known for its beautiful coral reefs in the John Penicum Coral Reef State Park. It has a nice atmosphere. On the other hand, Key West is a popular tourist spot with a special feel, old buildings, lovely beaches and warm weather. Cool places like the Hemingway House and southernmost Point Buoy make the Key West even more interesting. You gotta drive on this highway at least one in your life. The beauty of seeing the Gulf of Mexico on one side and the Atlantic Ocean on the other side is amazing. There's no other highway like this in the whole East Coast. The water, the wildlife and the breathtaking views are just a marvel. Number 6. Theodore Roosevelt. Imagine vast open spaces and stunning views that make you feel like singing home on the range. There are many places to pull off and view wildlife from your car or by taking trails. The Roosevelt Park has a south unit in Medora and a north unit 16 miles north. We recommend seeing both, which will take 2 days unless you are running. The entrance to the south unit is right in Medora, so that is the best location for a visit. All the hotel and food options are limited. The north unit has slightly more dramatic scenery and rock formation, and the Little Missouri River flows through it. And you can enjoy seeing all types of wildlife, from prairie dogs and coyotes to wild horses, ferrets, birds, and I don't know. It's a great park for all ages. Plus, it's very quiet, which allows you to connect with nature and hear all the sounds. Some roads are under construction right now, but there's still a lot to experience. You can find this national park in the North Dakota Badlands. This is not to be confused with South Dakota Badlands, which are equally beautiful but completely different. Number 5. Blue Ridge Parkway. The Blue Ridge Parkway is super pretty all year round. I suggest everyone who likes beautiful views should go check it out. Take your time because there are scenic vistas around every bend in the road. It might be busy at the lookout spots, but the views are totally worth it. Generally, it was designed to connect Shenandoah National Park and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park during President Roosevelt's era in 1935. It finally completed in 1987. Most of the route is windy terrain road at the various elevations, with about 1.5 of the road is North Carolina and 1.5 in Virginia. In North Carolina, you can check out cool places like Linville Falls, Grandfather Mountain and Pisgah National Forest. As you drive into Virginia, the Blue Ridge Parkway keeps being stunning. The whole parkway is very beautiful. You really feel as you would drive on the top of the world. There are great destinations along the parkway where you can go for awesome hikes. Number 4. The Black Hills and the Badlands. The Black Hills and the Badlands are two different places in South Dakota. The Black Hills are a small mountain range primarily covered with ponderosa pine trees and include famous landmarks like Mount Rushmore. On the other hand, the Badlands are a unique area featuring rocks, small buttes, and eroded canyons. Both drives are super beautiful. The Black Hills are stunning and peaceful, even though they are not actually black. The Lakota people call them hills that are black, mainly due to the shadows cast by Pandora pine trees. From a distance, they might seem dark, but it's the trees playing with the sunlight on the stone. In reality, the Black Hills displays various colors: greens, red, grays, brown, and goldens, depending on the time of the day. In daylight, they appear classic granite grey, but during sunset, you will witness hues of orange and even purple, which makes them truly enchanting. On the other hand, the Badlands is a vast national park. I would usually describe this area as never disappointing. In my opinion, the most enjoyable part of the park is when you enter the area near the visitor center. There are several places to stop. If you have time, park your car, read about the park, and go for a hike. You can choose any easy or a more challenging one. Just remember to bring some water because it's hot and sunny. There isn't much shade. Both roads take you to amazing natural sites, have a lot of interesting history, and providing unforgettable adventure. I suggest checking out both Black Hills and Badlands to fully enjoy your drive. Number 3. Chestnut Drive. This nice 21-mile road takes you from Bo to Edison, passing through farmland, dense forest, and along the rugged coastline. It offers a diverse and beautiful journey for a great experience. Chestnut Drive, officially known as a Washington State Route 11, is a scenic highway in the state of Washington. Lots of people love driving here, especially in the fall. Maple trees throughout the winding roads were amazingly beautiful with instant fall colors. Also, there are a few great places to pull over to watch the sunset here. Chestnut Drive is sometimes called Washington's Big Sur. Throughout this lovely drive, you will be treated to views of the Chestnut Mountains, overlooks of Samish Bay, and peekaboo glimpse of the San Juan Islands and Chestnut Bay below. But take my advice, the start of this hike is a narrow curvy road with fast cars. It's not very safe for walkers. When you reach Larrabee State Park, switch to the Interburn Trail. It's a wide, pretty, and safe. And yeah, I want to tell you one thing. You can also consider Washington's Big Sur. It is also a very, very, very beautiful drive. However, I did not include in this list because I think most of you might already be familiar with it. Before we move on the next two drives, please subscribe. It's my request if you like my content. Number 2. Beartooth. If you are uncomfortable driving or riding through mountains, I would not suggest this. If you want stunning views and going up almost 11,000 feet above sea level, this is for you. The Beartooth Highway begins near Yellowstone in Cook City, Montana. The drive is awesome with incredible views. After leaving Cook City, the road goes into Wyoming through the Shoshone National Forest. When you cross back into Montana, there are winding turns leading to the highest point. Beartooth Pass summit with breathtaking 360-degree views. The road continues across the Beartooth Plateau, reaching the Rock Creek Vista. It's a fantastic journey. There aren't many cars, a decent amount of motorcycles, and you go so high. I've never seen anything like it. Absolutely stunning. Expect a slower dive with many twists. Number 1. Going to the Sun Road. The Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park is famous in most Americans. It even showed up in the signing opening credits. Imagine it as a must-do on your travel list, especially if you are into awesome national parks. It's closed in winter because lots of snow. But when it's open, you can drive on this 15-mile road and see glaciers and mountains goats right from your car. It's like going on a huge hiking trail surrounded by amazing nature with super stunning mountains all around. This road is super famous and even has awards for being historically important and engineering-wise awesome. As you drive on it, you will see almost every type of scenery the park has, from lakes and waterfalls to forest and tall mountains. It's one of the most amazing drives in the whole region. The best way to see Going to the Sun Road is to drive. Several viewpoints and pullouts make it easy to stop and take in the view and snap photographs. If you want to have someone else do the driving so you can admire the scenery, you can also sign up for a bus tour. In my opinion, it's definitely worth doing at least once in spite of the crowds. Video and share. Thanks for watching.